Perfect. Well, I'm not going to talk about me, but I will talk about this. Let me just share this. So I have a platform where I educate people and teach and train them how to apply and live in the cryptocurrency space. I'm on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube page. You're going to see a lot of things that I post. And click the bell because you'll get it before I even send it out. Some it's crazy because some people get it before I can even finish typing in what I'm gonna name the video. And then follow me on Facebook, Instagram, crypto_Steve. And then I think one of the most important platforms that I have where I give away a lot of free content is Crypto Support Team. And it's on Facebook. And I say that because I really want y'all to take advantage of some of the things I share in that space. Okay. And so I will be walking through this. I will open the door to ask for anyone to ask any question after. But let me just get through this whole crypto versus crypto. Okay.
Stock.
Somebody was saying something. Crypto versus stock. Yep. I was looking at what somebody was saying. So first things first, I don't know why. We're talking about crypto versus stock. It's a couple of things I got to flip that around, right? So we're going to talk about the market cap. We're going to talk about Bitcoin performance and why I choose crypto over stock every time. Now, granted, you can see what I see. You probably be excited like I will. Oh, man, I messed up that one too, right? So the market capitalization. What is market cap or market capitalization? It's just simple. It's the price of the asset multiplied by the total amount of assets. Y'all follow me? So Bitcoin is about 49,000. There's 18 million Bitcoins. If you times those two numbers, you'll see the market cap of Bitcoin. The market cap is just simply meaning the price. And I got to show y'all something because this is going to blow your mind. When we talking about market caps, it's crazy because this really got my attention because for me, I like to be somewhere where there's a lot of money moving. And when money is moving, that means I don't know if you just slip and fall inside of that pool. Somehow some dollars or some hundreds or some 50s or some $1,000 bills or or some Bitcoin gonna fall on you, right? And so that's what I love about this whole project of this whole platform of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Now, listen, if you could real quick, y'all, the moderators, the people that's still trying to get in, if you could just really see and pay attention to that for me, please. And then anyone that's unmuted, I need you guys to mute yourself because I can't go through it if you're not muted. I think I can solve that. Perfect. All right. So we're going to be walking through here. Again, the market cap is the price of the asset multiplied by the total number of the assets. So it could be the one asset or it can be the total assets times the price in average, okay? And I'll talk about that. I'll show y'all a little bit about what I'm saying when I say that. So right now, as you see Bitcoin market capitalization, as of now, it's 875 billion. That's what I said. You heard it right. Bitcoin market cap is $875 billion. $54 billion, right? Let me make sure that's right. Yep. Bam. So $54 billion are being traded in 24 hours in Bitcoin. We just talking about that one asset, y'all. Just the one. We ain't talking about nothing else. Just the one asset. Let's look down here to the left-hand side if you can. The total market, the market cap, which is market capitalization, is 915 billion and 915,895,659,759 dollars and 96 cent. And so this was yesterday. This is the day. You see what the fully diluted market cap, that means what it's going to in a few minutes. And look, it's up by 2%. This is crazy. Listen, look, I got one for you. Look at how much Bitcoin made since yesterday. If you bought Bitcoin yesterday and you just had 24 hours later, you bought a whole Bitcoin, you would have made $1,000 in 24 hours. Good. Oh man, let me go to the next page because that type of stuff excites me. So let's look at the market cap in general in cryptocurrency. So back in 2018, the whole market capitalization for cryptocurrency was $819 billion, with $44 billion being traded every 24 hours. Now, I'm not just talking about Bitcoin. I'm talking about total market. I'm talking about all of the cryptocurrencies. Their prices average out times the amount of how many cryptocurrencies there are, and it gave you the total market capitalization for cryptocurrency in general. At this time, cryptocurrency haven't been around for 10 years yet. Shoot, the papers about Bitcoin being a peer-to-peer electronic cash system had just got introduced in October of 2008. There was no real transactions done until May, and I think around May or February in 2009. So you're talking about a little under 10 years that this whole cryptocurrency space generated $819 billion, and it was 44 billion being traded in 24 hours. That's phenomenal. Let's fast forward 3 years later. We're talking about January 5th. Now, we talking about today, well, a couple of months ago, it reached $1 trillion market cap. I'm going to blow y'all away on some of this stuff. And I got to show y'all. I got to find it. And hopefully I got it on the slide. I think I missed it, though. But the reality is there's some stock exchanges. There's some other stocks. And I can prove it to you. There's some top-notch stocks that been around for years that haven't reached $1 trillion market caps. Shoot, there's the whole stock exchanges that haven't reached $1 trillion. They've been around for centuries. Y'all know what I mean with centuries? 100 years. 100 years. And I'm telling you that this whole cryptocurrency space having a market cap of $1 trillion, being in existence a little under 13 years is phenomenal. Let's fast forward a month later. In February, it hit 1.5 trillion. I think that's a phenomenal place to be. Let me back up because I forgot to show y'all. Look, back in January, in 24 hours, the market cap was $868 billion. Look at how much was being traded a day. In 24 hours, $842 billion in cryptocurrency space. It almost surpassed the market cap that was being traded in 24 hours. Again, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if y'all want where you want to be, where there's a lot of money or a little money. I like to be where there's a lot of money because somehow that's going to rub off on me, right? And so this is phenomenal. So in February, the last month, it was $188 billion. But look at the market cap, $1.7 trillion. Oh man, y'all wouldn't believe this. Let me talk about this. So I don't know what pool you want to be in, because there's some pools out there that got some stuff, but they ain't got this. They ain't got this. And listen, and you see it for yourself. Look at this. Look at this. This is the pool that we swim in when you're talking about the stock market. First of all, you go in blind. How do you go in blind? Because they stop you at the gate. You can't go to this pool. Who is they? The brokers, the IRA. The RAs, the mutual funds, the annuities. How about this? The banks, the middlemen, the people that stand in between you and the profit. They say, give me your money. You can't come in here. And they go in the pool and gain a whole bunch of profits. And they give you in return pennies on it. So you don't go in the pool at all. You go blindfolded. You give them your money and they go take your money and make a lot of money and give you pennies. I know. I was one of them too. They got me too, but they can't get me any longer. It's not going to happen anymore. So watch this. This the pool that we exist in now. Go in there yourself. The pool gate is wide open. You can walk in yourself. You can dive in this pool. You can make it however much you want. You can swim around in the hundreds. You can swim around in the 20s. If you want to swim around in all of it, you can do that too. Totally up to you. You have the power now to earn unlimited money on your money in a decentralized way without anybody stopping you saying, you can't go, you can't come here. You don't have to go in blindfolded about how much you're going to make. You'll see how much you can make before you make it if you want. And that's the great part about the whole cryptocurrency space. Bananas, right? This is bananas. I know. I said the same thing. I'll sit where you sit. I heard what you heard. And I remember sitting back. And when I seen all that, I say, wait a minute now. I ain't stupid by a long shot. But I ain't no fool neither. You ain't going to keep telling me you're going to take my money. You're going to give me pennies. And you got to be making money, because the only way that a bank or RL, mutual fund or annuity is set up, how you think they make money? Where you think the money coming from to pay all these people, these financial advisors? Now, I ain't got nothing against a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I advising anyone on their finances. I'm just here to show you how I buy, trade, and sell cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency space and what I know about cryptocurrency. And so the reality is that this is bananas. So watch this. Back in 2008, again, I shared with y'all Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is a person's name or a group of people or someone that's associated that with the name that actually enter their name into this crypto site, and they enter the peer-to-peer electronic cash system called Bitcoin. Now, nobody know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, okay? They don't know if it's a woman, a man, a group of people that they don't know. Nobody knows who this is, okay? Just to let you know. Let's look at the history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin started again in 2009, where the first Bitcoin sold. Look at how much it sold for. This is bananas. 3/10 of a penny. That means my roll of 50-cent pennies that I got right here, if I would have took this roll, I would have got 150 Bitcoins. And if I would have had the mindset like I got now, I would have did that. And look, what make it so bad? I would have held it. If I would have held it to 2017, when it went to 20,000 actually, but I would have took half of it or a quarter of it or a third of it and sold it, I'd have been worth a lot of money. Yeah. Think about it. 20 times 50, $100 million, right? So that's the deal. If I would have took this roll of pennies and invested in 2019, shoot, if I would have invested in 2010, 2012, when it was $10, if I would have invested in 2014 when it was $310 for a Bitcoin, I'll be worth a lot of money, right? So the reality is that this ain't happenstance. This ain't something that's a fly by night. You see the chart, it's going up. It ain't going down. It might dipped a little bit, but it's back up, right? So here you go. Let's go to this next screen, because I believe that numbers don't lie. People do. As of today, Bitcoin have hit $57,000. From there in 2009 to the day, about a little under a month ago, $57,318 for one digital Bitcoin. It has surpassed a kilo of gold, which is about 57,289. Y'all see that? They calling Bitcoin the new gold. It's the new gold. Yet it ain't physical, but it's transferable all over the world at the same price. All digital. What does that mean? What does that mean? I can't go to countries with this kilo of bar gold. They're gonna stop me. They won't let me get in the US with that much gold on me. They're gonna make me pay a whole bunch of taxes. They're gonna make me stop. They're gonna make me put it in. Customs gonna stop me and say, what are you doing with this? Where you get this from? But watch this. With the Bitcoin, I can show up any country I want. Pull out jump on my app and buy, trade, and sell crypto anyway. I can trade it for whatever I want to do my shopping. Matter of fact, we actually partner with a company now that you can take your cryptocurrency and transfer to a card that's accepted anywhere in the world that MasterCard, debit cards, bank cards, credit cards are accepted. And you can take and spend your assets now. That is phenomenal, right? Let's talk about this stock world. So here you go. My man Elon Musk, he took $1.5 billion and bought Bitcoin at $34,793.45. Now, some people say, man, he spent, that was high. According to who? According to when you seen it when it was at 0.3 of a penny? According to when you seen it when it was $19,000? You saying that's high, right? But guess what you're not seeing? What he see. He see where it's going. He see that the cryptocurrency space is here. So he took and bought $1.5 million worth of Bitcoin. And when it went to $57,000, when it went to $57,000, he made $975 million. Look, a couple of hours later that day, it went to 58,000. He made $1 billion off his 1.5 billion. And here we are scared to invest $100, scared to take $2,000 and put it in the space. This dude did 1.5 and his 1.5 and 30 days later turned into $1 billion. He just gained $1 billion and we struggling with the $500. Now, granted, I know what you're going to say because I heard one of the other richest men that used to be in the world say, you can't do it. Don't do what Elon Musk do. What Elon Musk doing. And I have to ask the question, why in the world would he tell me not to do what somebody that's already wealthy, not to do what they do? That doesn't make sense. To who? You don't have the money he had. And you telling me not to do what he doing to get the money he had? That doesn't make sense to me at all. You sound like you don't want me to do what he's doing. That's what it sounds like to me. Because if you're telling me that this dude took $1.5 billion and turned it into $2.5 billion, and you say, nah, don't do that. Don't do what he doing. He got the money. Sound like to me that you telling me you don't want me to have the money. And I'm just telling you, and this is a guy that took $180 million invested in PayPal back in 2002. How about that? 2002, when the digital world had just erupted from the .com. You're talking about 2002 where apps to pay online, credit cards wasn't even out. Credit card machines didn't even exist then. And you telling me this dude spent $180 million on PayPal. Well, he made $180 million on PayPal, right? He sold it. He take $100 million by SpaceX. He take another $70 million by Tesla. He take 10 more million by Solar City. He borrowed money for rent. Oh my goodness. How that would crush some people. They would tell him, they probably was telling him, you a fool. You crazy. Well, yeah, I bet you they ain't saying that now because he's the richest man in the world. Well, he fight for first or second place, him and Jeff Bezos. And the reality is now he's worth $190 billion. Come on now. This is the words he say. Great entrepreneurs aren't driven by money. It's a byproduct of success. I like to show you too what he also said. And this is one of my favorite quotes that he said. Well, favorite with what he said, not quotes. He said this. He said, let it be clear, I am not an investor. I am an engineer. I don't even own any publicly traded stock besides Tesla. Hear what he's not saying. I don't even own any publicly traded stock. Bitcoin ain't a stock, for one. I got you. And for two, he say this. However, when fiat currency have negative real interest, oh man, that totally rocked my world. When fiat currency have negative real interest, I want that to sink in, y'all. Y'all gotta hear that. When fiat currency, what is fiat currency? Government issued currency, US dollars, and all of the rest of dollars that's issued by a government. When fiat currency have negative real interest, only a fool wouldn't look elsewhere. I didn't say it. I'm just telling you what the man said. Only a fool wouldn't look elsewhere. And he take 1.5 billion and go in the crypto space. When he did that, his Tesla stock dropped. You know why? Because the wealthy said, oh, if he's investing in Bitcoin, we need to go there. He didn't even take the 1.5 and put it back in his own company. Oh my goodness. I want y'all to hear what these guys are saying. Again, one of the other richest men in the world that been rich for a long time but lost the spot. It said, don't do what he do. He got money. and I'm supposed to listen to him? Yeah, right. Here you go. Wait, check this out. This blew my mind, y'all. Last year, this really just took me for a loop right here. So watch this. Bitcoin only versus the NASDAQ 100, the S&P 500, and then go. It outperformed every stock performance in the NASDAQ 100, the S&P 100, and then in totality, in the whole NASDAQ 100, Bitcoin outperformed the whole thing. It's a 277.88%. I don't know if that means anything to y'all, but let me just help you. If you had $100, it turned to $377.88. If you had $1,000, it turned into $3,788. If you had $10,000, it turned into $37,780.80. Watch this. If you had $100,000 times 270.88%, your $100,000 turned into $377,777,000. Yeah. If you had $100 in the NASDAQ, it's great. You gained $141. Look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. People do, but numbers don't lie, y'all. I just want to keep it 100 with y'all. The writing is on the wall. We here to stay. Look at this. You got to know that there's whole Bitcoin cities in the world that exist. See, outside of our hemisphere, outside of our circle of influence, outside of our state, our country, our towns, our little total comfortability, there's whole cities, there's whole countries that's talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And because we live here in the US now, this is for people that's in the US, a lot of y'all from the other countries, y'all already know it's prevalent. It's evident and it's prevalent in your areas. But here in the US, we got the news talking bad at one moment, and then you got people like Elon Musk that invest $1.5 billion into the crypto space, and then you got people like Bill Gates say, y'all crazy, don't do what he doing, he got money. And depending on who you like, will depending on what you do. Watch this. So we look at this, and we look at in the past century, we went from a physical cash. You remember people used to say cash is king? Not no more. Cash ain't king. There's actually 5 countries right now that saying they will not accept US dollars to do barter with. That won't happen. You probably won't even be able to use your US dollars in their country. That probably make you exchange it, like the video I showed not too long ago when we was in Barcelona, Spain, where the guy said, nope, we won't take it. And I'm just saying, makes good sense to me, right? So you have the opportunity, right, to be in front of something big. You choose to do whatever you want. So cash was they trying to say it was dinosaur days, right? Or even before. So here you go. Credit cards. Look at it. That's even old now. Here go the new age. The new financial monetary system is in place, and it's going to be a scan and go. Real easy, real simple. Let me ask y'all, because I got to ask this question. If I could show you how to make 2,133% 33.67% on your money, would you be interested? If you can just tap it in the chat bar, if you can just tap Y, just put a Y. If no, then type no. I want to see who paying attention. I want to see who hear what we saying. Who's here? Let me see. 9 people in the whole world. I got you. I got some of y'all. I got you. So the reality is, let me show you. So numbers like this will not exist nowhere but in the crypto space. So let me show you this. Let me ask you this question. Can I ask you a better question? I know you'd be interested. If it took 7 months, would you still be interested? Would you still be interested? Now we talking about 2,133.67. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. If you had $1,000, it turned, and 7 months later, it turned into $3,133. Would that be something you'd be interested in? If you had $100, it turned into $2,233 in 7 months. Would you be interested? If you had $10,000 and it turned into $31,000 and $336.70. Would you be interested? 7 months later. I know you would, right? Well, here you go. This is what the crypto space gives you. It gives you the possibilities to earn. True live story. This is, and the reason why I show this, because I want people to see that this is real, and then I can show you how it actually worked. And so watch this. I actually took $725.34. August the 14th, I bought this coin called Dog Coin. I bought it at 3/10 of a penny. They gave me 203,480 cryptocurrency coins called Dog Coin. I made 2,133% on my $725.34 turned into $16,201.69 in 7 months. In 7 months, y'all. Y'all understand what I'm saying? $725 turns into $16,200 in 7 months. Now, granted, I had some extraordinary days in the stock arena where I did extremely well. Not to impress you, but I had some tremendous days. Very few being in the stock exchange. You know, I had a couple of great licks. Now I had one great one that turned into $52,000 actually, but I had the stock for a day. It went up in one day, and it was great money. Now watch this. Now I spent a lot more though. It was like 3,600, 4,000, somewhere around that range to give me that 30. But we're talking about $725 in 7 months. And I made 16,000. That's a 2,133% increase. Watch this. I got one better for you. That's it right there. That's the one. That's the one I want to show you. 7 months it took me. Watch this. Let's go to the stock world, because I got stock too. And I want to show you that I understand. Some of you saying, but I'm a stock man, I don't believe in. I feel you. I understand exactly where you are. I feel what you feel. But the reality is I owned Tesla back in 2016. I bought it for $182 share. It did a 5-to-1 split. They gave me way more. Watch this. Even on my highest percentage from 2016, the most I made was $1,772. 5 years. 5 years it took me to do that. 5 years it took me to do that. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. It took me 5 years to make a 1,772% on my money. Phenomenal, right? Great. In total gains of my whole portfolio now, I gained $17,650.41. I had this about 8, maybe 9 years. It was before it went to E-Traders. It was Capital One Investment. Capital One Investors sold everything to E-Traders and then bankruptcy because they owed a lot of people some money and they switched platforms. Watch this. 8 years. It took me to gain $17,650.41. Now my total investment was like $28,000, right? I did that. I did that here in 7 months. I gained $16,200 off of $725. Are y'all understanding what I'm going, where I'm saying? You feel me? Makes sense. Make good sense, right? You mean to tell me in 7 months I made $16,200, right? Now here it took me about 8 years to get $17,650. And the highest I earned was 1,772.66% on one stock. Now I had some of these, and this is the oldest one. This is the one that got the most profit. I don't have no newer ones on here. Maybe some ones about 5 years ago. I might have one about 2 years ago, maybe. But it ain't give me that. I guarantee you that MGM, that's probably the next one, and that might be one I just bought not too long ago, probably a year and a half ago or something. But look at this. This is the other thing I got to show you that will blow your mind. If I could show you how to take $34.53 and turn it into $43,778, would you be interested? And you know, some of you probably saying, of course I would. If it take a year, would you still be interested? Would you be interested if it take a year to take $34.53 and turn it into $43,600? Would you be interested? Can I get a why? Okay, I see the 5 people. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. Watch this. Here it go. This is a cryptocurrency. It's called Yearn Coin. Yearn Finance. And this cryptocurrency came out July the 18th, 2020 at 34. Well, actually a little less than that, but I just only got that date and time. It came out July the 18th, but at that day and time, it was a little after it came out. And at that time, it was $34.53. A little less than 2 months later, September the 12th, 2020, it went to $43,678. You mean to tell me I could have took $100 and I would have made $120,000? $100. It would have got me almost 3 Yearn Finance cryptocurrency coins. And 2 months later, 2 months later, my $100 turned into $120,000. And you ask me, why am I in the crypto space? Why do they call me Crypto Steve? Listen, I search for ways to make my money to make me money. I haven't found nothing that's in the financial market that can deliver profits like this. 86,158.8% in 2 months. Listen, let me share that again for all y'all that's real number people. 86,158.8%. Now let me share this to everybody that just want to know, what does that look like? I took $100. If I take $100, it turns into times 100 times 86,158. Watch this. If I took $100 and bought this Yearn Finance, I would have had a little less than a whole 3.5. I would have had 2 and about 0.8 of a Yearn Finance coin. It would have gave me 129, a little over. I would have had $130,000. $139,000. $130,000. $130,000 off $100, y'all. That's what the crypto space does. Let's look at GameStop. Let's look at what the hedge funds. Look at what's going on in the world. This is why you won't win in the stock arena. No, you're not going to win, because you got people like hedge funds that invest a lot of money and they bet that the stock's short. What am I talking about? What are you talking about, Crypto Steve? That the stock sell at a certain price, but instead GameStop went up. Do you know? Look at his face. The guy is phenomenally mad. I say phenomenally mad because he's mad. He lose out big. This was a guy that hit it big back in 08. Mike Blur hit it big in 2008, and now just lost a whole entire crazy amount of money. Look at this other one on the right hand side. Hedge fund fall behind short and GameStop report. 53% losses. They were so mad that they told Robinhood and other stock platforms that had, well, actually Robinhood, because they had Dogcoin on it. They said, stop selling the stock. Don't let nobody buy it. Don't let nobody know. They can only sell it. Don't let them buy it, because they lost billions of dollars. Marvin Capital started 2021 with $12.5 billion in assets before retail investor from Reddit caused the firm to lose billions on its GameStop short position. Short means selling position. People didn't sell, they bought, and so they stopped everything. You're not going to win when you got institutional money that's saying, nah, y'all got to stop this. We lost billions of dollars. Too late. Too bad. Too sad. Bye-bye. Look at this. JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley are eyeing Bitcoin. Here are some Wall Street names warming to the cryptocurrency. Yeah, I know. JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley. They not going to tell you this, but they in. You can best believe they in. You know why they in? Look right here in the green. I got to show y'all that. Y'all see this? The Dow, 0.09. S&P 500, 0.47. NASDAQ, 0.5. Man, them 80s and 90s, but they ain't even 80s and 90s. That's recession numbers. Crypto space, that happens in minutes. Seconds, perhaps. Here goes some other companies that's investing in cryptocurrency. Microsoft, Visa, Nvidia, PayPal, Advanced Micro. Listen, I love one of the names on here, Square. We know Square because they own Cash App. Look, watch this. I love this. Overstock.com. Look, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Uh-oh. I just want you to look at their value. Look at their market caps. Here go Microsoft, one of the most prestige technology software companies in the world. Probably everybody have a Microsoft somewhere, right? I got one right here. I got Apple, but I got Microsoft too. Watch this. I'm sorry. What's that? $1,500 billion in the market cap. Here, $1,500 billion. We talking about trillions of dollars. That should be 1.5 billion, 1.5 trillion, right? Here, that's a huge company. Look at what the volume is in daily. $33 million. Oh my God. That's it. That's what I would say. That's it. That ain't no whole lot of money, right? I'm just saying, y'all, these are big companies that got billions of stock companies that got billions of dollars. One thing for sure, the pandemic has done this. It had pushed cryptocurrency to the top and pulled cryptocurrency to the top. I'm telling you that we live in a day and time that the world is changing, and cryptocurrency is the future of money. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. You're probably on here and you're hearing this, and maybe you're hearing this for the first time. And I'm telling you that timing is everything. If you could go back and buy that Bitcoin, 3/10 of a penny, this roll of penny would have got me 150 Bitcoins. We wouldn't be having this conversation. Timing is everything, right? Anybody know who this guy is? Anybody? Let me share who he is. His name is Ronald Wayne. Ronald Wayne, the third man in Apple. He started with Apple. He created the Apple logo with Steve and Steve. He took his credit to open up the company, right? Watch this. He was the oldest member of the three-man team. He sold his 10% share in Apple just a couple of weeks after forming the Macintosh company with the Apple logo. He sold his 10% share for $800. Later, they offered him no upfront cost. Just come back. We're gonna charge you $100,000. You can still keep it. He said, no, this is the framers word. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I don't like those things. Nah, I'm all right. Nah, I don't understand it. Nah, that's just not me. I'm good. Just give me my $1,500. He sold the rest of his position for $1,500 US. Gave up the right to ownership. If he would have held his 10% Apple share right now today, he'd be worth $100 billion. Timing is everything. It was the mindset. It was the mindset. Listen, watch this. The documents he signed, he sold in the early 90s for $500. If he would have held on to that, they went for $1.6 million. Here we see a little bit of a price change where we got some profit. We ready to sell out. You can. Totally up to you. Don't make us no never mind, right? Watch this. Anybody know who this guy is? Fantastic. Eric Finman, the teenager from Idaho, became one of the latest Bitcoin millionaires. He asked his mother and father for his birthday or for Christmas, one of them, I want to buy Bitcoin. Give me $1,000 so I can buy Bitcoin. They told him, boy, you crazy. We don't know what that stuff is. You're not wasting no money on that. So he went to his grandmother, and his grandmother gave him $1,000, and he bought Bitcoin. And he later said, Mom, Dad, listen, if I become a millionaire at this, do I got to go to college? They told him, boy, if you become a millionaire off of whatever that is, you will not have to go to college. Well, he bought it when he was 12 years old, right? He spent $12 for Bitcoin in 2011. Watch this. 2017, Bitcoin went to its highest height. Super boom happened. He became one of the wealthiest teenagers in cryptocurrency. Probably the only one we know, teenager, right? 17 years old. He dropped out of high school because they was paying him more than what he would learn to travel the world and to teach and to train on cryptocurrency. And guess who held his bags and carried his his luggage as he traveled through the hotels into some of the highest echelons hotels? His mother and father. You got it. Yep. Anybody know who this guy is? This is one of my favorite guys right here, man. When I see him, man, I'm gonna tell him, man, I feel for you. I understand. I feel your pain. This guy right here is called the Bitcoin pizza guy. Now, this guy bought Bitcoin. I don't know. He may pay $10, $20 for it at the time. I don't know. Back in 2010, March the 22nd, he sell his 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 delivered Papa John pizzas. Hey, can you deliver me them Papa John pizzas? I'll give you 10,000 Bitcoins. They told him, sure. Is that what you want to do? Sure. We'll bring them right to you. What else you like to have on them? If he would have held it 9 months later, it was worth $10,000. If he would have held it 5 years later, it would have gave him $2.4 million. If he would have just held it 7 years later, he would have been a multi-millionaire at about $200 million. You see why his face look like that now? You think you think he's glad? You think he's happy? You best believe he's not. They had named a pizza day after him. I promise you, you go into any Papa John pizzas, May 22nd, May 22nd, any Papa John pizza and say, hey, this is the Bitcoin pizza day. And they will all tell you, yeah, we accept Bitcoin. I'm just saying. Here go another guy. They introduced both of them. Bitcoin pizza guy, meet the Bitcoin Tesla guy, who took and bought a Model S Tesla 2013 for 91.4 Bitcoins. Worth today $4.1 million. I just want to say this. Tesla, who owned Tesla? Elon Musk, who just took 1.5 million and bought Bitcoin, who said publicly, I own no publicly traded stock except for Tesla, but its companies accept Bitcoin. Very interesting, right? Oh, and then the Microsoft company that I show you that's investing in Bitcoin, the owner, Bill Gates, who said, don't do what he do. He got money. Why are you buying it then? Oh, you got money to buy it. You don't want nobody that don't have money to buy it. Make good sense, right? This would be the number one question, y'all. Which one are you? Which one are you? Who you want to be? Do you want to be the Bitcoin pizza guy or the Bitcoin teenager or Robert Wayne? Who would you like to be? I mean, because the reality is, I got all y'all pictures, and you will be on one of these slides. No, I'm just playing. So you really got to figure out which one are you. Would you be the one that sell too fast? Would you be the one that don't have an exit strategy, watching what the market doing and not seeing the value? Would you be the one that say, you know what? I'm going to hold this until I get to this price? Would you be the one that have an exit strategy at the beginning? Would you be the one that sell the goose that lay golden eggs when you could sell the eggs instead of the goose? Would you be that one? Because that's the question. That's the question everybody going to ask. Because I promise you, we're going to look back at this day, and some of us in this year, and then some of us going to look back and they'll say, man, shoot, I messed up. And I'm just sorry. I'm gonna say, yep, you did. Let's fix what you messed up now. Now, at that time, I don't know what we can do at that time. Only thing I know is that I hate to see your face looking like this, or even looking like this. I would love to see you smiling for some apparent reason, right? Because you got started in a company that gave you the option to buy while it was still at a price where you could own a whole lot. It's your boy Crypto Steve.